As a society, we're raising the first generation of children who spend less time outdoors than prisoners. Ministry of Justice guidelines state that all prisoners in the United Kingdom should have a minimum of 1 hour in the fresh air each day, yet research tells us that a worrying number of our children do not meet even that threshold. Not because they're confined by bars and locks, but because they're confined by screens. Astonishingly, the Centre for Social Justice found that up to 800,000 children under the age of 5 are already using social media, and the Association of Play Industries has released a report that highlights just how little children are moving. Their research places adolescent social media use at 3 to 5 hours every single day, a figure that has grown by 50% in under a decade. They socialise through social media, they form their identities through social media, they build their understanding of the world through social media, and what they find there is not a safe or nurturing space. Children on TikTok encounter harmful content every 39 seconds. By the age of 9, 1 in 10 children have already been exposed to pornography. By 11, that figure rises to more than 1 in 4. This is not accidental exposure, it's a predictable consequence of placing children in unregulated digital environments and hoping for the best. And beyond the content itself, the very act of compulsive scrolling is taking a toll. Children are exhibiting the hallmarks of addiction anxiety when separated from their devices, declining attention spans, disrupted sleep, and a growing inability to engage with the world in front of them. Because every hour spent staring at a screen is an hour not spent outside, not spent running, exploring, falling over, getting back up, not spent in the kind of unstructured, unscripted play that builds resilience, creativity, and social intelligence in ways no algorithm can replicate. This was beginning to happen when my own children were young, and at that time, a significant push factor was the fear that children weren't safe roaming freely in the physical world. It is a sad irony that the very social media platforms that are providing an ever-increasing pull factor have created an online environment that puts children at risk of harm. Stranger danger is now online. A 2025 University of Exeter study of 2,500 children aged 7 to 12 found that 34% did not play outdoors at all after school on school days, and 20%, that's 1 in 5, did not play outside on weekends either. So many children don't even get the hour promised to prisoners. The years that children spend outside are crucial. To replace that with an unregulated and harmful social media environment is to actively harm our children. That's why I support stopping under 16s accessing harmful social media, and why it is crucial that we get this right. Getting it right means focusing on reducing harm. A blanket approach risks removing children's access to helpful user-to-user platforms like Childline. And we must also ensure we don't let young people loose at 16 on a wild west of social media without any training in the safer foothills. These are concerns that charities like the NSPCC have raised, and which a film-style age rating would address. It also means ensuring there's flexibility to deal with future developments, such as AI chatbots, which have already been mentioned by a number of members. We've got into this situation because the pace of change in the tech world has far outpaced both our ability to adjust as a society and our legislative processes. That is why I welcome the careful, collaborative approach being put forward. The 643 constituents who have written to me on this issue would expect nothing less.